A ver, ven, miremos.
Hola,
¿Se
hola,
la
hola, hola.
jugaste la final? Ah, fue contra Chetas.
Hola, hola, hola,
Claro,
hola.
está.
Estamos en vivos. Karen Alga.
Ratatouille. No hay
Eh,
stream en casters en inglés.
Dime.
Que está diciendo el Mats que si hay alguien que pueda streamearle a este one del core, pero yo no puedo porque tengo que hacer un trabajo culiao en Laravel. Y no sé quién más puede streamear en él. ¿Quién más?
No
Más,
sé,
más
weón.
poco que no puede.
Nada, dile a Cord que entre y que interactúe en el chat. Yo le comento en inglés una que otra cosa. Eh, Partido por el primer lugar, ¿cierto?
Sí, brother. Ya empezaron. Ya se están dando golpes.
A ver, espérate, yo saco la ventanita del chat.
Mierda, Ubis.
Bueno, bueno. Arrancaron de una. Vamos a ver cómo están jugando.
Espérate, yo entro con mi
Mi segundo UT.
UT para hacer seguimiento.
Bueno, friends, ya empezamos. Vemos a unos equipos que se van a disputar el primer lugar.
Hello, core.
How we doing?
You can cast with them in deep stuff to do. I can't right now. But
What
Snake will translate. He said.
Nice.
¿Tú vas a hacer Twitch, Snake?
No, no,
Ah, ok.
estoy tratando de entrar, pero no.
Bueno, la bandera la tiene Karma. En su stand lo
¿Karma se está
mata.
ahogando?
Sí. Mira,
Creí
primera
que me iba a
bandera.
llegar.
Primera bandera de Ludopatas.
¿Quién la hizo?
Karma.
¿Trolli?
O sea, la trajo Karma y Trolli la aguantó en base.
Yo creo que esto ya
Está
le...
defendiendo Vodka y Trolli.
Creo que esto ya
Karma,
le
Crick.
cambia la estrategia a Chromes porque él está practicando mucho empezar siempre defendiendo férreo.
Sí, más. Jugar más a la defensiva.
Mira Trolli. Puta weón. Pelusa está jugando medio y está jugando muy bien.
Sí, cogió el Bell.
Qué buena de
Mira,
Chrome.
sale.
Por Rocket. Ah, falló explotando ahí las bolitas. Como sencillo. Mata vodka. Llegó.
Boosted all the way to a shock. Wow, so we're already
Vodka le
on
pega un headshot. Así nadie le hizo la pickup.
No, la dejaron. No sé si Chrome se va a tirar full ataque ya.
Yo creería que sí.
Ah, o creo que está defendiendo. Ah, está defendiendo el Orphan con Gilde.
Sí.
¿Será que el
What the
screen
fuck,
que
está
jugó le
jugando
hizo
ataque.
cambiar? ¿Será
Las
que el screen
pose.
que jugó le hizo cambiar? Sí. Mata pelos con los rockets.
So we're going with like a multilingual stream for everything?
Yes, Ran.
Okay. Alright, good. I'm gonna jump in then. It's pretty cool. So L2PT is up 1-0, Vodka's on D, Targaryen leading the way with frags and power-ups. Already up 1-0. Whoever wins this match,
It's first, I think. Although
Yeah.
I think,
Ok, ¿dónde
like, if
es?
they go like one win each other,
right, Vodka and Creek have the sweep. If anything else happens, Chrome and his
o
team
Gilde
is
is their
gonna get
base.
first.
Llegó
Va llegando, sí.
Sealing it up.
Se coge el armor, hace pistón rápido, sella en base. Cap.
Creo que es
1-1.
la primera vez que veo que alguien hace eso para ir por el armor y igual campea. Generalmente es una maldición.
Así es.
So tied at 1, 5 minutes into the map. Next belt's coming up. Zeta's got it. Or actually, that was the blue team. Sorry. Karma has it.
Or you know these like US players from a long time. What can you tell us about Karma?
Karma was very young when I knew him. Back in late 2000s, he had just come on the scene. And he was one of those people that showed promise. And now what I see, he's become kind of a big match specialist. He plays a lot like Zeta. He times power-ups, supports the team, and plays like it's a match.
Big match. I read your post. I know now what big match means. Yeah. I like it. I like the description. Yeah, I can agree with that.
For a long time, the strategy, because everybody was playing 3D, the strategy was just to grab as much as possible. And there were players like Bobo and Nikon would grab 30 times a game. Or they would, or people would wait on belts forever. They would only attack like once every 2 minutes. And anyway, what we learned over time, of course, is that you got to do a mix of everything. You can't just rely on one strategy.
I'm gonna translate to the viewers in Spanish what you just said. I think it's a good insight. Ahí le estaba preguntando a Kurt que conocía de Karma. Me dijo que cuando empezó a jugar, que cuando él lo conoció por allá en los 2000, era muy joven y parecía una promesa del CTF. Pero que con el tiempo se volvió más un jugador como Declare y Bobo, que van por puras grabs, juegan un poquito a controlar los power-ups y no fraguean mucho.
Hablando de Karma, ¿va saliendo? Va saliendo por Rockets, llegando a cubrirlo, intentas matarlo, llega su shock, dos detrás, lo mata Kron, la toma ahí, Kron esperándolos ahí en el flag, agachadito.
KHR with the blue team shock on lock, gets a return. But can't help over Trolley's rockets.
Explotaron a Creep.
Sí. Mira, pelea de Declare contra Trolley con Rockets. Vodka usando la skin de Declare, de Trolley. Va saliendo Creek por su armor. Lo mata al Orphan.
Court, how will you describe Creek's game plan overall? Where do you think he matches between those descriptions you gave in the post I read earlier?
One of the things that surprised me about Creek, because everybody I ran into in the top 5 was a sniper. It wasn't until I got to Creek, who's out mid, by the way. Still has the flag in mid, Targaryen with the pickup, and they got the return. Now, Creek is primarily a shock player. He's gets a lot of combos and rhythm. And I think with him, you want volume of grabs. He gets armor if he can, but really he wants to just keep the pressure up. We've got a pause by somebody. Maybe a request?
¿Pausaste a noise?
Sí.
Yes.
I think if I was the blue team, my plan would be for Karma and Targaryen to get the power-ups, because I know they're both excellent at timing. And for Creek to be in the base as often as possible, ready to cover like Black Main. That was always the classic blueprint.
I don't think Creek has much cover in him, really. He doesn't like doing that. He likes to be in the spotlight. He doesn't like to cover. That's why he and Peluson don't get along on offense. Interesting.
The one thing I'm a little confused about looking at Karma, and I've experienced this in pugs with him, his fragging is a little off. You know, you don't have to frag huge to run good O, but it just seems like right now he's got 6 frags, 17% efficiency.
3, 2.
I wonder if he just came back and, like me, he's been adjusting his settings a lot or something. I don't know.
I don't know which Karma you know, but the Karma we know has never fragged.
Okay.
Like he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't frag at all.
Pero mira que el Orphan le está haciendo mejor de defensa que de ataque.
Sí, toda la vida. Pero Orphan es mucho mejor defensa que ataque. Es muy sólido cuando juega defensa. O sea, posiciona bien los combos.
Here he goes, he's out mid, left side coming to his base. 30 health, dead at his shock.
Guerra de Rockets.
Data's trying to
Mira,
leave
se matan los
rockets.
dos. Qué headshot.
I say though, while we're here, that performance from Snake last night on Sino is one of the best UT performances I've ever seen.
Oh, you think so? I didn't do shit though. I was just trying. But thanks.
I remember somebody getting 120 frags on that map, playing mid, O. And D.
Nice run by Creek.
Va saliendo.
Buenos. Oh, el pistón pudo haber sido mejor, pero
Listening
igual
to
llegó.
a shock, Creek is in there. They're trying to seal it up. One in Sniper, LXRD's cutting him off. They're gonna have to kill the whole team again.
No,
¿Dónde tienen la bandera
sí.
ellos?
Ya te digo
¿Dónde está la
están.
bandera?
Ya te digo dónde están ellos.
Está abajo, está abajo.
Está abajo, sí. Mata
No
a
sé si
Pelusa.
Handoff.
No, la van a retornar. Oh.
No te creo como nadie buscó abajo. Estaba en el lugar más obvio de la existencia. He was in the most obvious place ever. He was literally like down below on the left, crouching.
Yeah, the number one place you gotta check.
Yeah. Number 2 is definitely good. Oh.
Mira, Creek lo siguen 3, 4. No, nada que hacer.
It's getting
A
tense.
mí
You
eso-
can tell both teams want this map.
A mí eso me tiltearía durísimo. Durísimo.
No, igual estos dos equipos son muy parejos. Siento que ninguno tiene un last pick así que te puede hacer como un hueco.
It's watching Zeta for a moment. He's on approach to grab. Goes underneath.
Mira,
It's a really
Declare
tough
otra vez
matchup.
escondiéndose abajo. Oh.
You had the
Pegan un pedazo.
consistency of Trolley holding a position and then Vodka mowing him down with headshots.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Like, you need some player like that. Like it
I
will,
remember. Go
it
ahead.
will work. Like it could be even worse. Like if you had like 2 fraggers on defense instead of like.
Right.
Mira, azul
a fragger
con
and a
belly
solid
ampli.
guy.
Karma
Dale.
trying to leave rockets with some amped cover. LXRD falls back. And this is probably not going to go anywhere. But it does.
Nice
No. Just too big of
Brown
a
Krieg
fall
hace
back.
combos muy rápido.
Zeta on the rebound is out shock, trying a piston. He's
Nice
in the
run.
water. Going
Oh,
into
nice.
Sniper. This could be money.
Oh,
Uf. Peluzón, qué buena.
sí, weón.
Really solid cutoffs by both teams in mid.
Court, Ryoken is saying you're a great caster, and I think the same. Even though you could talk in Spanish, you will be 10 times better, but
I gotta get the Rosetta Stone or you guys gotta train me up.
Creek's already mid, va medio. Buena run. Qué buen headshot de Chrome. Al límite.
Back to our other point, I remember talking to Sly, who was a great runner once upon a time. I don't know how much he plays CTF now, but he was talking
we
about how
We saw him.
one of the hardest defenses you can play is a guy like Vodka and then somebody just staring at the flag
Sale
stand
Rockets.
comboing the entire time.
Oh, Crown otra vez lo corta en medio, lo
Freak
toma
out mid
Pelusa,
again,
va llegando.
Targaryen with a pickup.
Llega por su choc.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde
La
está?
bandera
¿Sí
otra
está
vez la
escondido
tienen.
abajo?
Está abajo, sí, va saliendo por abajo, sale por Rockets. Z sale por Rockets. No,
es
lo
que se
mataron.
volteó,
HR.
no.
Lo tiene Hilde, lo cubre. Uy, 3 en medio, weón. Otra vez las dos banderas retornadas.
I think what's surprising in the chaos is sometimes with a guy like Creek, people get so enamored with trusting him to stay alive as Targaryen gets headshot there with the amp. His cover should have been with him there. He's all alone in his armor with no teammates in his own base.
But he didn't have the flag right there, he was Peluzan.
Oh,
That's the,
Mira, ahí
that's the
Clarion
whole
Ampli.
problem though.
Va llegando por Rocket,
I'll
lo
get to it
matan.
later.
Karma
I
está
wonder,
abajo.
Does their team have a language barrier? Is that part of the communication issue they've been
Yeah,
having?
I'll get to that as soon as this standoff ends.
Both flags in mid right now in the water.
Otra vez se retornan las dos. Mira, Trolli.
Who needs a suicide bind when you can just cap? Go, Trolley.
They all do that around here. Yeah, what you're saying, yeah, there's a language barrier, and there's like also like this thing where Peluson's game style and Creek's game style don't really match.
Okay.
Because Creek, like I said, doesn't like to cover. And he like thinks highly of the other offense player if he's like a first pick, so he won't try to cover. Same goes for Peluson. He doesn't like. Whenever they play offense with another first pick, they don't shine because they think like they can relax.
Interesting. It's funny, it's almost like on O, the same principle as the D applies. You want somebody like Zeta, who will sell out and always make the team play, and then one superstar.
Maybe like if, I mean it does work when you have like two really good first picks on offense, but like one of them has to do another role.
Roll kill de Declare saliendo por Chuck.
Se encontraron. No, a mí me desquicia esto. A mí me desquicia esto.
Ahí le hicieron la picat, hicieron la
Zeta
picat.
gets a flag kill, now he's out rockets.
No,
Hola,
va
¿sí
llegando.
recupera?
No,
No, no puedo recuperar.
Creek's
Ahora
on a
sí,
stand
ahora
by,
sí.
and this could be the
No.
one.
No, no van a poder recuperar.
Fake drop from Creek, and there's the cap.
ahora sí.
Finally. Holy shit, dude. A mí eso me desquicia, weón. Uno llegar 2, 3, 4 veces y que siempre pase lo mismo. Menos mal acá la recuperaron.
Alcanzaron a hacer la pick-up ahí.
Yeah, the later the tournament goes, I've noticed it's getting harder and harder to seal. People get a little faster, and it's taking more and more trips to people's bases to convert caps.
Ah, bueno, es que Vodka, Krieg y Targaryen con ya 50 kills cada uno. Que el otro equipo también mira, Crown con 70.
Casi se suicida. Creek.
Creek hiding under the stand, back in our favorite spot by the box. And with only 3 minutes to go, KHR is really going to have to push heavy O to try to make this comeback, unless they're concerned at all about cap spread.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, if Peluson's team wins both matches, they're first.
Right.
If they win only once, I think they're second.
Yeah, so I wonder, you know, obviously there's a piston from Creek all the way back into his shock again.
Otra vez se les fue. Retornan ese.
Oh,
Sí.
3-1.
Pero ¿sabes qué pasó allá, Noise? Esta vez Declare decidió como soltarla e ir a recuperar, pero lo alcanzaron a ver.
Sí, lo mataron.
The
O
other
sea,
thing is,
alcanzaron a ver dónde la había soltado.
as we get closer to the playoffs, the other thing you don't want to do is have a bad performance on a map that exposes weakness in the team.
Mira, lo cubre un ampli.
Because then your playoff opponents are going to start picking that if they can.
Nah, I think everyone in playoffs, especially goes like for maps they're more comfortable with, instead of going for maps that you know the other team doesn't like. Like
I
for
like
example,
that
I know you and your team of
Sale
Grandpas
Pelusa, va
are gonna
llegando a
pick
ese choke.
old maps. You're gonna pick Orbital and shit. So
I get what you're saying, though. It's probably smarter to pick something you know your team is strong on, rather than aim for another weakness of the other team.
because it's really hard to tell. Like I don't really see like
Yeah.
maybe they'll do it against your team.
Well, I remember once upon a time in the finals of an MLUT tournament, I thought I had a great team on Glacier and Revenge, and Nanum beat us like 7-0. And we ended up winning their map picks, and it went to 5 games. But I just remember thinking, God, I couldn't have picked a worse map.
That happened to me too, and that has happened here before too.
Sometimes you can outsmart yourself and get away from your team's strengths, trying to be cute. All of us can be guilty of that, I guess. So maybe the last belt taken or close to it at 103. And with 3-1, looks like Blue's probably going to hold on to that. Zeta still trying to grab and get out. You never know with the advantage time.
Oye, mira que Chrome igual está metiendo buenos números, pero siento que le faltó mucho control de power-ups y se siente.
Sí,
Mira,
mira.
tiene
del
9 wins apenas. 36% de amplis, 9% de bets, 36% de
Yeah,
amplis.
another belt amp run as Targaryen gets boosted to a shock. They may convert this as well. But he gets bubbled by Zeta.
Mira,
Chile.
hace la pick up.
No lo
No.
recuperó. Ahí sí lo recuperó, no.
Still alive.
Me
Nope.
cago por irse por ahí, weón.
Man. But you guys are right. 3-1 victory.
I think Pelusa's team has found their footing. I mean, in the beginning they were struggling because they were trying to put like both Krieg and Pelusa on offense, but they don't match. Now Pelusa is taking the step back and saying, "Okay, I'll play mid." And
Well,
now
and
that
the
they
other-
have traded Bushido with Karma, they have like a better
Right.
support
And
for
you-
Krieg.
Such a small, subtle move that didn't at first seem like that big a deal. But by freeing him up to go offense, you're right. It took the burden off so Targaryen could play mid.
It's not much. I mean, they could have done that before. The thing is that Pelusa didn't want to play mid.
Diles que no vayan a
Because he wanted
empezar,
to be
que
like-
me crashó el juego. Por favor,
Okay.
que ya estoy entrando otra vez.
Because like Pelusa wanted to be like the spotlight offense, right? The superstar on offense. Krieg doesn't know like to do any other role than playing offense. To be honest, like he doesn't play mid, he doesn't play defense. I don't blame
I
him.
saw them getting a couple of fights on Discord, a little bit of
Yeah.
team drama
Yeah, they
spilling out in
don't really
public.
match together in offense. So I told Pelusa after he lost against us that he had to play mid if he wanted the team to work. Because he can't really like go offense with Krieg. It's not gonna work.
Man, I need to get some tips from you for my team. You're out there
Your
making
team
the
is good
competition
now,
better.
dude. Your team doesn't need any like your team has found their footing as well.
I'll tell you though, the clear story of map number 1 was power up control. The blue team had 90% of the belts. That's insane. What is that? 18 out of 20. So there's no way KHR is going to let that happen again. I think Red's going to put a big focus on the belt and amp on this map. I don't know if they'll succeed, but they can't just ignore it. I mean, 90% is.
I
that's
think it
Okay,
really
empezamos.
depends a lot in who caps first. Because the other team then gets desperate and stops like timing and shit. So
And I guess for predictions, I will. I think Red team could pull this off. So I'm gonna. They've scrimmed it a lot. I know they've struggled on this map a little bit, but I will take the Red team. Let's go with
What
a little
the
high score.
fuck?
I'll go 4-2. I think
Say-
KHR can pull it off.
¿Viste esos rockets que le metieron a Krieg?
Saliendo. Ay, lo matan, weón.
A Noise, ¿viste esos rockets que qué pea? Declare
Quita
tiene lag.
los timing de power ups. No, igual eso tiene delay como minuto y medio, no se preocupen.
No, Declare tiene lag. En serio, que lo que vi que aguantó Krieg esos rockets no tiene explicación.
Looks like we've converted Gamer Tom, Lord of the Rings fan, from offensive cover to defense back with Hildy, their traditional positions. And I like that switch.
What do you mean? Lodefan is always playing defense.
I thought in the last
Yeah,
map he was
same
covering a
positions.
little bit.
Están jugando las mismas posiciones los dos equipos.
Sí.
Maybe I'm thinking of a scrim I saw him in.
No, he tried to play offense because I don't know why. But that's not a good idea, never.
Nah, I think anytime you grab a TDM player, you want to keep the translocator out of their hands as much as possible.
That actually a really nice thought, yeah.
Shout out to Humpty on my team, by the way.
Anubis
Targaryen steals
predicciones.
the red armor, but gets telefragged by Zeta.
No sé, bro. Yo
KHR
creo que
grabs trying to go
gana
pipe.
el de Krieg. Mira,
Mira, qué buen doble
the
kill de
pipe.
Chrome.
mira Chrome saliendo con la tula en la mano. Oh, qué headshot le alcanzan a pegar, weón.
Me
Creek se va
gusta
a
la pausa que
esconder.
está dando Quick. Lo vio, lo
Everything
vio.
on the red flag stand now. Fighting. Creek is trying to hide at the minigun, and we're in a standoff.
Ya la otra bandera está en la base también.
Both flags
Mira.
there.
Oh.
Oh, and Creek steals one for the blue team with a return.
Karma. Oh,
Lo dejaron sin cabeza 2 veces.
Got to reconnect from Vodka with a pause.
aparentemente al principio están teniendo más problemas los del equipo azul en este mapa. Yo creí que les iba a ir mucho mejor. Se
I gotta
acomoda
say,
más al estilo de juego de Crick.
giving up a flag
Así
save
es.
on your stand to a guy crouching at minigun is about the same as the guy hiding at box on Sino. It's like the #1 spot you would check.
I think people just panic and usually like because they're in the stand they like worry about covering,
That makes sense.
but then the flag carrier panics also and like goes to the worst possible spot to
Right.
get covered.
Like he did kind of an early piston when really
Yeah.
I don't like pistoning when your flag isn't being secured.
There's no point. Yeah, you shouldn't do it. There's no point. Like actually the best thing you can do is like hold your ground and if you need to go to mid, go to mid.
Dicen en los
There's no point.
comentarios que buenas stats las de Trolley.
No había visto, weón.
I heard the countdown, but we didn't get back underway here. Could be another reconnect, or did they give him more time?
I think they give it more time.
The thing about Revenge, it's such a fast-paced map. One of the hardest things when you're transitioning into cover is you can be guilty of watching the action unfold in front of you. It's like you want to help your guy. Sometimes you just have to buckle down and kill the first thing you see.
Yeah, I think there's a hidden advantage here for the red team, which is like people know Creek is a great flag runner, and these sort of maps like kind of benefit him.
Mhm.
So I think that will make him like Chrome will just fall back every time he grabs, and he will like be on him all the time. Instead, like we all know Declare is like fast kind of runner, but like he isn't getting that much focus. So I probably think if I had to bet, Declare is gonna get a cap out before Creek does, just because of the fact that everyone is always paying attention to Creek in this map, not Declare.
It's certainly an excellent point. When you get tagged as a threat by one team, it's like one of the reasons I don't like to take belt. It draws so much attention when you've been marked by the other team that they're just never going to let you get in and sneak a cap out. And Creek is certainly a major threat. The irony is some of the best defenders I ever saw treated every incoming as a threat. Even if it was a $100 player coming in, they would freak out.
Yeah, that's what
They
you have
probably
to do.
overreacted to incomings.
Ahí está hablando Nuis con Kurt, que creo que más fácil la saca Declare que Creek, porque Chrome va a estar súper atento a Creek, que sabe que es bueno en este mapa, sabe que es rápido. Creo que apenas lo vean pasar, lo va a llamar, le va a meter un tiro, le va a escupir. Cambio de Declare. Casi siempre pasa desapercibido, no le dan la atención que merece.
So are we still missing vodka in the server?
Yeah,
Yep.
net die. Hello,
I think-
Court. Hello,
I
Snake.
think you're gonna have to
Is
jump
that
in.
cheat?
Hola, chetos.
Nice. Good evening.
Evening. Brother,
Whatever
10
time it is there.
10 p.m. 10 p.m., man.
Yeah, there you go. So this is fascinating. If you're the red team, a draw still gets you the #1 seed. And the other thing, I haven't really looked at the playoff path for them. They could theoretically, I don't think you would ever want to put yourself losing on purpose, but I haven't looked at the path. Maybe they like the draw for the 2nd seed better. I don't know if you even consider those types of things.
You're not the first one to think about it. I do think there's like an easier path, but it's like, but in reality, it's not. I think like
How many time red team can wait the blue team?
no
Por
sé,
ahí
Anuis, ¿cuánto
5.
fue esperar?
5.
5 minutos. Ya, ¿cuánto ha pasado?
3.
Okay. I think I think there's some truth to what you say. I have thought it myself. Like I seen the pads, but I think it's definitely not like a global thing. I think it's more like something that match ups to the team.
Right.
Like there's certain teams that are better against other teams, and they probably want certain path. But it's not like a global thing that one path is easier than another.
Well, and I think when you go deep in a tournament, you have to expect you're going to be playing a good team no matter what. So the best thing you could do is just win. I like to build team chemistry and not really worry about what other people are doing. I think it's all about peaking your team at the right time, not
Yeah,
overcoming weaknesses in the other teams necessarily.
yeah, that's the right mentality. But in these tournaments, what I see most often is like two teams. Like I never get to predict which two teams are gonna be in the final because random shit happens.
It always
Like
does. It seems like that's always happened in UT. I remember a bunch of mine. There'd be some juggernaut team that was like 11-1, and somehow they'd lose in the first round of the playoffs.
yep. And there's also like in playoffs things will change a lot because there's like the possibility to pick your map, and there are some really weird maps. I know some teams don't like.
That's a good point. Although I do love the rule in this tournament, which Vodka clarified for us today. Number one, everybody gets informed of the maps at least 2 days in advance. So at least you're not like getting shocked 5 minutes before you join the server, you know?
Yeah, you have time to practice. I like that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I used
Para
to
los que
hate
no
those
saben,
days when you're like you're all set for a normal map and then out of the blue some team picks like Incinerator or Pace or something just completely off the wall you weren't expecting.
yeah, it's good to have to be prepared. Ahí está hablando, no sabía eso yo, Luis, que en los playoffs tienen que avisar los mapas 2 días antes. ¿Es verdad?
Sí.
Parece muy bueno, no realmente. Que sea más competitivo, se preparen mejor para los
Sí,
mapas,
bro.
que no
Para
resulte ahí un
los.
jugador que diga, no, nunca he jugado este mapa y le vuelva al mierda. O
Así
sea, si
es.
ya con 2 días no se dio el tiempo de conocerlo, no
Para los
quería ganar.
playoffs se hará. Los capitanes tendrán que decirnos a nosotros los mapas que van a escoger. El de tiebreak será sorteado, pero el sorteo va a ser de los mapas que no se usaron en fase de grupos. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Ok,
O sea, no va a
eso no me lo sabía
estar,
tanto.
no va a estar Revenge, no va a estar, bueno, el Orbital para el tiebreak, ¿no? Si ustedes como
Sí.
equipo lo quieren escoger, lo pueden hacer.
Translate that for me.
He was saying that, yeah, like he was confirming what you said about the maps. He also pointed out that for the tiebreak, there will be like, how do you call this?
A draw by the
A draw,
admins.
yeah, but it's like between the maps that weren't like picked in the group phase.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
So it won't be like Gattaca and Sub-Zero. It'll probably be something else.
exactly, yeah,
Okay. That's pretty smart because it increases the chance that every map will get played at least once.
yeah.
I like that.
And you also like that because there's a bunch of maps that I
Yeah.
think benefit your team that weren't picked. Like there's Terra, there's let me check map list real quick
Yeah, let's take
while
a
we
peek.
wait.
You got Ariane, Ascanize, Bulwark, Chrono, Sino,
Yeah, I mean
Ionize, Gattaca, Glacier.
you have to pick out of there in the tiebreak. You have Bulwark, you have Glacier, you have which else? You have Terra. I think those are like,
Vault City.
I mean, Ball City. You don't want to pick Ball City, trust me.
Hey, it used to
But
be called Court City, Snake. I might unrust fast enough to only get headshot 85 times on it.
yeah, I read the post, brother. That doesn't happen here, trust me.
Oh no.
I used to like Ball City
I
back in the day.
I
Today,
can
but
I can sub vodka if I can. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
yo creo
He's
que
in the
sí.
price range. Cheat, you might have to go rescue the blue team to keep this fair. Creek says he's here though. There he is.
He's here.
Yeah, he's back.
Okay. I don't know, Court. Your team has a chance. It really depends.
I'm playing versus core, I guess.
Ah, ¿tú juegas contra Court? Sí.
Yeah.
Court.
Sí,
You gotta
a
play
mí
cheat, man.
contra...
Yeah, that's going to be a really
No, no, no,
interesting
no,
game.
no, no. Chetos, tú juegas contra... Ajá, sí, contra... No, contra Vodka.
Court. No,
Oh,
contra
here we go,
Court.
starting up.
Juega contra el tercero. Y why is Vodka as admin?
He's locked in his server admin.
Ponle pausa para que Vodka se quite el admin. Jeez.
We'll have to see if the if he summons the Scourge Queen or gets himself God mode to fly through some.
Yeah, we all know he's not gonna do it, but still,
Of course.
there's gotta be a pause for it.
Go, go, go.
So Zeta actually out mid here, getting to the pipe. Covered from KHR, he's dodging as fast as he can to his front. And he commies on his teammate. But they've still got it. Got Gamer
Hey,
Tom, Lord of the
Diego
Rings
Hilde.
fan. Or no, Hildy's got it. Creek drops it. There's the return. 3 guys on the stand though. 2 down. There's the return.
Oh,
Got
nice.
it.
Shit. They almost
Un año
didn't
para
return it.
retornarla.
Sí, casi la cagan. Pero viste, you see Court, I told you, Nuclear will get a flag out before Creek does.
Prophetic. You were correct.
And it's gonna be even more now because there's gonna be less pressure on him. And more on Creek.
Wonder if that had anything to do with the reconnect from Vodka. A lot of pausing, some nerves when you're waiting on one of your best players to get back in the server. Hopefully the blue team can settle down here. We'll see.
I think if anything, the pause fucked Nuclear's chances to cap right there because he was going out, sort of going full call out where he was.
Felt like he was going to go under pipe, and then he kind of transitioned to in the pipe. I don't know. So 16-10 here. The second or the third belt amp should be coming up. I didn't see who got it.
Con Conambly.
It's like KHR's got it, the deadliest threat of all.
Oh, se volvió
Creek
Creek.
falls back, cleans it up, and they get the return.
Yeah, Creek sees the app on his radar and he fall back.
Sí, Creek es uno de los mejores. Realmente le doy crédito porque Creek hace fallbacks muy importantes.
Zeta
O sea, igual es medio
Juventus
rata,
fan.
pero hace buenos fallbacks. Court, what do you think Blue has to do here to break the lock that KHR is about to impose on his defense?
Hildy's
Because we already
90%
see-
efficiency right now. Is just a demon on defense right now.
Yeah. Now we see Chrome is definitely gonna play like defense. Like he's not gonna move forward like from Chuck.
I don't want to insult anybody, but the obvious answer is you've got to run to the side that Gamer Tom is on. Right now he's got 60% efficiency almost, and I think that would be overperforming the standard that I would expect for him. So if it were me, I'd put all my pressure on him and try to focus on going out that armor exit.
Salió, what the fuck is?
Now XRD is under his stand. Will he piston up? Nope, picks up some health.
Okay, what the fuck?
Takes some health pistoning, he's coming in, they're trying to seal.
Oh,
He's got
Pelusa
the
no le
gap.
tomó, güey.
Took him a moment. We've got a cherry pick from Zeta too.
Remember this map has a bug on middle, so every kill you did in their base gonna count as seal.
Good point.
That's why red team has a lot of seals.
Oh, se lo
Ah, se lo
perdió.
tomó, sí.
No sé cómo van a hacer el azul, porque es que en serio que Chromes ya va a apretar el...
Oh no, we've got vodka out
candado.
again.
Yes.
If we look at the stats, blue team is sucking that dick. Nothing to do,
Solid
man.
analysis from Snake there, but yeah, Hildy is having quite a game right now at 93% efficiency. They've got to put some type of pressure on him. You can't just let him stand at the sniper and headshot you on the flag stand, or you're gonna have a rough day.
I was just playing a pug against Hilde, against this very same defense, in this very same map.
Yeah, I thought
It
you guys
really
were
isn't that
scrimming.
hard.
Sub no fun.
No, before that, we played a pug where
Oh,
basically
the
their
pug.
team, yeah, they had a team with Chrome, Hilde, and Lorfan. Like, maybe Chrome realized because of that he couldn't like just go mid and hope for their defense to work.
I think that makes sense. He had to play a little more defensive, almost like a front door D, rather than going full on fragging on the offense.
Yeah,
Va a entrar chat.
because
I saw Spriggan do that
Hilde is
really-
looking good right now, but he's really slow too.
Chat le
So
va a
if
hacer la
he's-
sub a vodka. Para los que
¿Sí?
están viendo.
Ah, sí, mira, entró.
Que ustedes hablan muchas mamadas. Ya.
Chetos es bueno en este mapa, tienes razón.
Sí,
What
sí,
are they
sí.
just playing 4 on 5?
No, Cheat is subbing up.
Oh, okay.
Cheat is pretty good in this map.
Yeah, Cheat
be
is
honest.
solid. What I wonder is, do you use him on O or D? Because he's great at
Defense,
sealing.
definitely. Defense. Declare's already mid though. ¿Va a llegar Declare otra vez?
Sí.
Qué buen combo de Karma. Oh, qué buen return de Karma.
¿Será Chetos la condición para ganar? Porque
Yo creo
estaban
que
necesitando.
Chetos sí les va a dar más solidez porque Chetos de este mapa lo defiende muy bien. Pero hasta ahora lleva menos un punto. Vamos a ver. Declare haciendo los yukes.
Yep,
Mira.
but it's hard to outsmart Cheat. He covers his exit, cleans it up.
What Cheat does very well in this map is the way he plays the armor.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot
he
of
knows-
defenders ignore it and play on the stand.
Yeah, exactly. So he knows when to play on the sand, when to play in the armor.
Well, and it's where
And-
trust can be so important too. If you can trust your shock D to be there and call incoming,
¡Oh!
you can push out a little more to mid.
Creí que se suicidó. Mira, Pelusa ya está atacando más.
Pero ahí
Más
van a empezar los
descontrolado.
problemas porque es que, o sea, necesitan, lastimosamente necesitan entrar fragueando.
Sí.
Porque lo
Mira,
que
Lorfa.
es Chrome y Hilde no se van a mover de ahí.
Mira, el Orphan les hizo los jukes.
Zeta's under the pipe in mid.
Mató a Creek.
It's the kill on Creek. He's got his piston out. He's
No,
ready
le
to
salió
cap.
el Armor. Tiene la suerte de campeón.
Pistons, and he gets it. So a cycle already for Zeta. He's got a cap assist, covers, and a seal with a flag.
HR Pelusa, no sé, brother. Yo siento que los dos me van a volver mierda. Jiji.
No.
Sí, weón.
Pero tú juegas contra...
Contra alguno de ellos dos.
¿En serio?
Sí. Por
¿Tú
pasar
de que
tercero.
quedas en tu grupo?
Tercero.
¿En serio?
Sí, weón.
Nah, pura mierda. ¿Quién pasó de cuarto y de quinto?
No Neymets.
¿No le pasó de quinto?
De cuarto y Mets de quinto.
Ah, ya.
Zeta with another juke, trying to go back toward the pipe. Somebody's chasing him from behind. Maybe one move too many here.
Pero entonces tú juegas contra Chrome,
Yo juego contra el primero, sí.
contra el primero, contra Chrome.
Contra el Chrome.
And I wonder, Snake, I wonder if one of the problems that Creek is running into on this map on O to not be able to get out quite as fast as LXRD actually gets out the mid right here.
No, mentira, juego contra el segundo, o sea, contra Vodka.
Both flags
Qué buen
in
flag de
mid,
cheat.
right?
What were you saying, Court?
I was going to ask you, so stylistically, when you're running offense here, I wonder if one of the reasons Creek's team is struggling a little more is primarily as a shock user. Do you think you should be using a little more Rockets flak or something a little spammier, maybe even sniper, to punch
I
it through a
think-
little faster.
If I were blue team, I will put Peluson to play permanently in their shock and just drag over and over and over.
I like that.
Because that's the point where they're like not doing anything. Like Hilde is always like a pole right there in the sniper. You can easily combo him from low.
Los shields de KHR en medio.
See,
Mira.
this is gonna be another cab.
Looks like it. Although there's cheat.
Oh, mató
Nope.
chetos.
No piston, so he's got to come up the long way. They get it. 4-0. Red team.
Nada que
This
hacer.
is the main problem with that team. Like I said, like look, if Peluzon is not playing the fragging game, it's not gonna work.
Sí, Peluzón está valiendo popo en este mapa.
Pelusa tiene que jugar medio y acostumbrarse a fraguear, no ser tan pasional, que se pone muy pasional cuando va perdiendo, entonces empieza a atacar como loco.
Yeah, I agree with your point. KHR and Hildy already combined over 100 frags, which is more than the entire blue team.
Sí. No, y Karma, mira. 8 frags.
Nice
Ya
run
en
by
12
Cricket.
minutos.
Where's the flag though?
Ya
Creek's
te
on a
digo
stand
dónde
in
está
his
la bandera.
base.
Está en el
This is their
pulse,
best
está en el
chance to
pulse,
cap.
sale por shock.
Zeta's hiding, going pipe now. They've got to get this.
Lo sigue Pelusa. Oh, mira, Eclair mata a Pelusa. No se tomó el ampli.
Headshot. And
No. No, no, no,
Two
no.
on him on the
No, no, no.
left.
Oh.
that's frustrating. Sometimes it's just your day. Zeta with the pro jump off the lift, deck 16 style to cap.
Krieg saliendo con. Se quedó
With
sin
a nice
arma.
air combo there. Piston dodges to his sniper coming in. He needs this piston too.
No.
They get it.
Nice.
All right, so the blue team is on the board. Nice run there by Krieg. Zeta's got a hat trick. Hildy and KHR over 70% efficiency with about 20 headshots apiece. Red's still in big control right now.
Va saliendo, lo matan. Krieg otra vez lo intenta. Mata a Hilde. Llegando a su medio.
So
Se quedó otra
relentless
vez.
pressure from Krieg here. He definitely hasn't given up.
No. No.
That's just tough. They needed one seal on KHR at the pulse.
Okay, I'm back, I'm sorry. By the way.
That's all right. Zeta's
Oh,
out
Creek
the pipe.
cap? What the fuck?
Sí.
Got amp cover.
Casi hace otra y le hicieron telefrag llegando.
Zeta trying to come up minigun. Two guys there.
Lo vieron los dos, pero ninguno lo mató. No mames. ¿Ciertos? Nah. Tío, con uno de vida.
6-1, red team. Zeta with 4 caps now. The Cheat's doing what he can to push up to mid to help get power-ups, but the writing may be on the wall for this one.
Creek has started to get them going.
He has. I've seen him getting out to mid almost every grab at this point.
I think Peluzon is playing way too slow for this map.
Sí, bro, se demoró. Cuando había matado a
Sí.
Hilde ya era para haber salido.
Ajá.
Por sacar a Uchido les pasan estas cosas, dice no fun.
Si no hubieran sacado a Uchiha, no ganan Sign. No le puede pegar un primario. Critical and hit a primary right there.
Yep. Well, it's hard. You know, I almost feel like you're playing Russian roulette with the shock when you're in the pipe.
It kind of feels like that way, yeah.
You might have as much success just closing your eyes and shooting.
Oh,
Bad luck, holy shit. He was boosted onto the rockets.
sí, lo hicieron a la muerte, weón. What the fuck, mira, sacando los dotes de atacante, le hace la yuga a
Surprised this
Chetos.
move worked by LXRD. He's
So
in the pipe,
Fortune.
coming to his base again.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
I mean, the guy saw him, he had the cutoff, and then he just let him go back and leave the other exit.
Actually, a nice piston. What the fuck? This guy's not LXRD.
LXRD has some moves, I guess.
My ass, dude.
No!
Okay, it's him.
That was a tactical piston, not unlike mine.
Lo arregló pegándole ese headshot a Pelusa ahí cayendo.
Sí. Fue trickshot.
Sí. No.
Qué buen flacazo de Trolli. No, lo mataron a
KHR with
Chetos
the
con el
pickup,
primero.
and they're still going to convert this. Wow.
Nice pickup.
7-1, red team. And that's got to be frustrating for the blue team, but honestly, taking a split with a team that hasn't lost a map all season, getting ready for the playoffs is a positive thing for them, even with Vodka dropping out.
Yeah, I think, like, I wouldn't count this map. What was dropping out, Palooza is playing like shit. Doesn't really matter.
And they still had good belt control. They can take some positive
Yeah,
stuff. That's
I think.
the one thing that's standing out is what you brought up earlier. They're not covering.
Vemos como nadie habla en el voice.
Single ampli.
Living shock.
Tuvo. Ah, conche tu madre, weón. La mini. Va por Rocket, va medio.
Just got belt. Then his armor. Or out rocket.
Where are you?
Sí, creí que estaba cantando.
Armor, he's leaving armor.
Se escuchaba súper bajito él.
Llegó a su shop. Voy medio. Estoy afuera, me dieron, weón. Túnel.
Well, not the rockets.
Va por Rocket. Digo armor.
Keep going, boys. We're mid.
No.
Pick up, don't worry, I got you pick up.
Okay.
Drop the mid.
What's wrong with Greek?
He malfunctioned.
Kidding. It's getting mad, bro.
It's fine. It was a good match. Alright, where are you?
Armor up.
I don't know,
Where
where is
is
it? Where's the drop? Nice.
One's gonna be in front of me. One's gonna be in front of me. We're in shock.
Yeah, belly shirt.
One in.
Nice. No way.
Yeah, boys. Let me get a boys. GG's.
What a beat, man. What a...
And Zeta, 108 frags, and an ungodly amount of kills.
Bueno. Sí, le mató el trans.
Qué desastre ese equipo.
Sí.
Man.
Es que el
Entramos
problema,
y
el problema-
no hablaron por minutos. Krieg estaba cantando, estaba haciendo na 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 na.
Whew.
na, na.
Es que el
Good lord.
problema...
Cheat, are
el
you
problema
okay?
es
Do we
que-
need to call an ambulance? That was rough. That's tough to jump into a crazy situation like that.
El problema es que cuando Pelusa decide ir a atacar, el equipo se va a la mierda, tiene que jugar a medio.
Bueno, friends, nos vemos en 2 semanas.
2 semanas.
Es que la otra semana es
Pues sí.
18, acuérdate. Los,
otra semana es
y
que-
los alcohólicos de Chile dicen que no pueden jugar el 18.
Ah, cierto. Ok.
Entonces
Bueno, me voy.
nos vemos para
Good
los
casting, Core.
playoffs. Bye bye.
You know what, Course?
What's up?